What is going on, YouTube gang? So before I even jump into this CG project, I do want to go ahead and tell you that, okay, it's raining, so it might be a little hard to hear, but I want to go ahead and tell you that I did jump into a couple of road races the other week. I was gonna save them and kind of drop them as a video, like do more pulls with different people and try to drop one big video, which I might do that if I get more clips. But for now, I'm trying to stay focused. I got to get this CG done, so I'm gonna throw these clips in now. The first run is of me and a guy that works with us, also is pretty active in the local car scene. His name is Khaled, and he has a really nicely modified 5.0 10-speed automatic Mustang. I mean, it's got the works, guys. I'm not sure exactly what's all done to it because I couldn't really do a proper video with him, but I know it's got like a ported intake manifold. It's got the whole entire intake. It's got a full exhaust. It's on E85 with some type of tune, and I know that thing fucking gets it, guys. So the first clips you see are me and him, the interior shots and stuff. That's all me and him. That motherfucker flying. Yee-yee. That bitch hauling ass. So as you can see, I did get my ass drugged by that car, but that thing is a freaking monster. So definitely something to shoot for when I do this EK project. I do want to be able to take down people like that and people with Hellcats, stock Hellcats. I do want to try to be able to beat them. But anyway, this second clip is me and another guy from work. He actually has a bone stock 10-speed automatic, like a 2021 Mustang, and as you see in this clip, me and him are pretty neck and neck. Like, I actually jump out a little bit on him from the where it go from a 60 road, but he actually creeps his way back to me by the time we get to the finish line. Pretty freaking awesome, man. The Turbo CB7 is definitely doing work. I am proud of it. A lot of people are asking what's next for it. Right now, guys, nothing. I do want to try to make it look better, but as far as performance, I just want this thing to run and drive and freaking work. So that being said, man, that's that. Let's go ahead and jump into this CG project. Where I left off at, guys, with this thing was pretty much, we got the shift linkage all buttoned up. That's got pins in it. Everything's good there. It's bolted to the transmission. Speed sensors plugged back in. We got the clutch slave cylinder all bolted back down. That's nice and tight. I got the ground for the transmission all buttoned down. I gotta hook it up here at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab me a pair of gloves, and we'll get started on it. Honestly, I wasn't quite sure exactly how I wanted to do this video, guys, and the reason behind it is because, well, I know I've been lacking on uploads. I really do apologize. As you all know, I did have a kid, which is no excuse. There's plenty of YouTubers that have had kids and have kept on getting it. And honestly, I never thought that would slow me down as much as it did, guys. It really took me by surprise, because if you've been a long-time supporter, then you know that I have been a straight grind mode addict when it comes to uploads. It really sucked, man, when I slowed back, and then I really got kind of in like a zone, man, where I did not do anything, and I did not film anything. And that really hurt the channel, which is to be expected, man. I mean, it's like anything. If you're a musician or any type of artist, if you take a break, a long break, the chances of you coming back with the same success you had before are like highly unlikely. Whenever you take a break with the internet these days and the amount of people doing stuff and everything, you will lose your place. So I can completely understand it. I hate I did it because, well, for you guys' sake and as well as for the sake of this channel, man, I really it's still a dream of mine to do this full time. I have never lost sight of that, but it's just like, man, I look at some people that I watch and they do so much less, and it's just like, man, they get far, and they get far real quick. So it just, sometimes it's a little bit depressing, but the simple fact of the matter is I gotta stick to what I know, and what I know is I'm gonna be doing this stuff that you're seeing regardless if I'm making a video on it or not. And because of that, why not make a video, you know? Why not show you guys what I'm up to, or, you know, just chat with y'all a little bit from time to time. I gotta keep it simple. I really gotta keep it simple. Try not to overdo myself, and not to jump out of my league of what I'm used to doing. At the end of the day, I can't promise you guys 1,000 horsepower, K this or whatever. I can't promise you that, because the simple fact is I'm a working guy, and with a family and with a house on my own that I don't ask. I've been in my home 6 years, it'll be 7 in this year, so I'm 6 years now, and I haven't asked my parents for nothing. Like I do it all on my own. I don't ask them for nothing. They've done enough for me, getting me as far as they did. So because of that, you know, I just gotta make sure that I got that house payment. But I'm so excited, guys, as far as the EK goes, man. I really hope I can pull this off. Really do hope I can pull this off, man. You guys are gonna be so excited. I really do hope that you guys are excited for this EK, man. It's gonna be pretty freaking. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. Either way, again, I'm trying to work with the companies that have always worked with me to get stuff, but it's like kind of hard because so much stuff is on back order. So I don't know how things are gonna play out, but it's really close. It's not as bad as it looks. We're about to do the axles now. This video is kind of, sort of raw. Hope y'all enjoy this, man. I was gonna do a time lapse, but I said, man, let's just hang out with the boys and talk a little bit, just shoot up, BS, and get some stuff done, because it's really close, man. I got all the major stuff done, and if you've ever done a swap, you know popping axles and such is really like the fine details. Okay, there we go, boys. So here's where we are, boys. Got the rad in there, got all the hoses hooked up, fans are hooked up. We got the fuel lines hooked back up, returns hooked back up, throttle cable is hooked back up. All that's good to go. Really, the only thing I'm waiting on, I got the brackets for the radiator. They're painted and they are drying over there. I also painted the battery box, that's drying. So once that's done, we can throw those things in. And I also put the battery on my charger, which, if any of you were wondering, I've been had this thing for quite a while. This is a Top Done Tornado 4000, and this is like, it's almost like a trickle charger, but it works great, man. And it'll let you know if you've got a good battery or if it's no good. It'll charge it. It can repair if you've had a battery that sat for like a year or so or something like that without being charged or without being discharged. It can repair a lot of times and fix your battery. This thing has saved me so many times as far as batteries goes, man. Like, cause you know, guys, a lot of times I will kill a battery on one of these Hondas just because I don't drive them that much. And when that type of thing happens, I can oftentimes bring it back to life with this charger. So I will find a link and leave it in the description below. This is an Amazon product, so you can purchase it right off Amazon. They have it on Prime, so you can usually get it in a day or so. And yeah, it just works great. So got that on the charger. As you can see, it's already blinking towards the 100, so it should be good in just a few minutes. We're gonna let those brackets dry a little more. Hopefully, everybody cross fingers, this thing actually shifts through all the gears great and everything like that. Backstory on the transmission. The transmission actually came in my CD5 Accord up here, which I'll show you right there. It actually came in that car. So honestly, I'm not sure if it even works. I know it moved enough to drive the car around. I know reverse worked and I know first worked because I moved it. I drove it on the trailer. I backed it around, everything. It does that, but I've never drove it down the road with this transmission simply because the engine was knocking. So I never got to shift the gears. I don't know. I know it goes through them by hand, but I don't know how it's gonna act when we get out there and drive it. I'm hoping we don't have any scrapes or anything weird. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. But yeah, can we just appreciate how nice it is today? Like, it is, like, I'm in t-shirt, it is like close to 70, and I mean, you could tell spring is just around the corner. And you hear the grass is starting to grow really fast. And the problem back here with my yard is when it's wintertime and it rains, it stays. Like, look at this floating pond that I have. And you try to drive through this with the lawnmower and it's gonna get stuck. Like, the farthest I probably could come is probably, maybe if I'm lucky, where the trailer's sitting at. But coming down this way, it gets really wet in this region, like a little, I don't know, like swamp or something. But in the summer it's good. It can rain one day, the next day usually is fine. But in the wintertime, like, it's gotta go about 4 or 5 days straight with like 70-degree weather and no rain for you to be able to like actually mow it. So that's the only sucky part about this area. It's just, it goes downhill towards like a river or some shit back there, and it's really wet. That's why my grass grows so well. and you don't need any type of like fertilizer or anything. It's just always green as fuck. So now I'm gonna dive in here and get this computer plugged back in. And as you can see, battery is 100%. So we are good to go on the battery. I'm gonna check on this battery box. I think it should be dry enough to get thrown in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the battery box back in. Go ahead and get the mounts for the radiator support back in. And yeah, we should be golden, guys. This is it. This is really close. There she is, boys. Everything is pretty much done. Got the cap off, ready to be filled with some fresh antifreeze. And we got the battery back in. Intake is on. Everything's there, man. This thing is fully hooked up. The battery has fire. Everything is good. So it's pretty much ready, man. I want to test it for fuel leaks and see where we are, but everything is functional now. So it's pretty much good to go. We're gonna do a fuel leak check, and then we're gonna try to fire it up. Got a couple primes in her. Let's see what we're looking like. One's pretty dry. Yeah. So we got no leaks. Everything is checking out. Just bent over. That'll fix her. She is running though. Running, boys. Yes, sir, Ski. We are back in business. We are back in business. Like I said, I just need to go ahead and get coolant. I'm gonna go ahead and find something, piece of string or something. I think I got some rope back there. I'm gonna try to cut it to measure out this alternator belt. That way we can go on and kill two birds with one stone. All right, boys, so fast forward is now the next day. Today's Saturday. It is freaking raining like crap outside, but I want to try to dry this thing. So right now I got the system burping. We're gonna let it run, get up to operating temperature. While it's doing all that, I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble. I started putting the headlight in over there on the driver's side. I'm going to get the passenger one and the driver's side fully secured, get the front bumper thrown back on and the hood on, clean up some tools, and yeah, by that time, man, hopefully we can take this thing out for a little drive. Hopefully we can get all the gears and shift fine. Look at this fucking spider. Wow. I tell you, it's starting to warm up. It is starting to warm up, boys. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this stuff tightened up, knocked out, let this thing bleed out a little bit, and yeah, we'll get ready to take it out for a little drive. Fans just kicked on and off. She is looking good, guys. She is looking good. Talk about a sleeper, man. This freaking mossed up bumper and this clean engine bay. Don't worry, man. We're gonna do something to it, man. We're gonna paint this bad boy. We'll make her look nice. We will make her look nice again. So, yeah. Now that that's already cycled through, we can go ahead and cut it off. I'm gonna get this took off, get the radiator cap put back on, throw the hood on, and we should be ready to take it out for a spin. That clunkety clunk noise is, but it don't sound good. And I don't want to push it, man. It's already fucking raining. I just don't want this thing stuck in the road somewhere. Something when I did that pull sounded like something fell from under the car, but I don't know what it was. I just want to get it back to the house and we can check it out. So we're back home in the shop. Thankfully, we made it back. Unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna just have to dig into this thing in the next video. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I got to drive it, I don't know what failed. It sounded like something either fell off or something. But I don't know if that might have been, that could have been a tool or something that I accidentally left under. It could have been some rocks, the way this thing scrapes. So I don't know what that was that failed, but again, I'm gonna dive into it in the next video on this thing. That being said, guys, let me know what you think. Again, I got a lot of stuff coming up, man, so stay tuned. If you've been with me, I appreciate you. Smack the like button for me, and I'll catch y'all next time. Remember, guys, respect all bills. Peace out.